Was the 5-point win there. Hungary lost to France in game day 1. France and Hungary go again here today. Here in the standings in Group G as it stands, 3 teams on 2-on-1 records, just on points difference. Hungary at top of the table, Finland second, France third. Belgium right now, well, currently bottom of the table, yet to register a win in their opening 3 qualification games. If you were to try and diagnose it and pull it apart from Belgium's perspective, you'd probably maybe say offensively they've struggled a little to find some rhythm in key moments in the game. None more so than that game on Friday. They were up by 10 with 7 minutes to play against Finland. They only scored 8 points in those final 7 minutes, and a 15-point swing cost them the win. One thing I would say, though, is you look at all the 3 losses, they weren't big losses. Those games were close for the full 40 minutes, and this roster has plenty of experience, plenty of quality. They just need to now start closing out those close games. They cannot afford to be on the wrong side of any more scorelines, and that starts tonight. An 0-4 start really does put them in a rocky road. As the lights go dim here in the arena, we get ready for the introductions of Finland and the Finnish roster to this crowd, and they continue to impress. Finnish basketball is admired the world over. They punch well above their weight. In fact, is it even fair now to say that they punch above their weight? They've been at the top table, they've put in big results, amazing performances year after year for a fair length of time now, so they are a global power in basketball, not an up-and-coming power anymore. They were at the World Cup in the Philippines in 2023. I'm sure they'd love to be back there again next year. It's a long road, though, between here and there, including today. 3 more games in the first round of qualification. Top 3 teams head through to the second round, and in that second round we would then have another 6 games ahead of the teams before they can lock in one of what would be 12 spots from Europe in that final 32 lineup of countries at the World Cup. And Finland, I'm sure, would love to be there. 2-1 after 3 games. They've made a bright start. No 2 ways about that. And it has been the Finnish way. It's all about mental toughness, determination, more than any individual player quality. That's Finnish basketball. It's about fighting to that final buzzer and applying the mindset that goes along with that. The culture is strong, and that is what has enabled them now to be knocking at the door of the big teams in European basketball for over a decade now. We'll now have a break in our commentary as we'll have the national anthems. First we'll have the national anthem of Belgium, followed by the national anthem of Finland. Well, wonderful vocals from the crowd here in Espoo. Sets the scene perfectly. Coaches May and Tovi head to the line, exchange gifts and handshakes, as both teams now lock in and get ready for what could be really interesting and a huge 40 minutes of basketball for both of these teams. Hopes of qualification. Here are your officials for today's game. We've got Wojciech Liszka, Carsten Straub and Ritwas Helmsteins from Poland, Germany and Latvia, respectively. They are carefully placing the ball on the stand. Here's the starting five for Belgium. They'll start with Lecomte, Schwartz, Blindberg, Ridder and De Droog. Coach May has been in charge since the end of October last year. So his first qualification window, trying to bring it all together. There is Coach May ready to go. Who knows, the pressure is on as we look at the five to start for Finland. Familiar faces and names: Salin, Kamoa, Blomgren, Jantunen and Gustafsson. Plenty coming off the bench for Coach Tovi, and he's no stranger to the Finnish national team. Head coach since 2022. And prior to that, he has been assistant coach for 12 years. So he has been integral to the national team, as we see a giant head of Sasu Salin courtside at the young fan. Certainly a fan favourite, Sasu Salin. Just the way he plays the game endears himself to the fans, no two ways about that, and kind of embodies that Finnish spirit. And that's what's helped them right now. They're ranked 17th in the world, Finland 11th in Europe for Belgium. A little bit further down the pecking order right now, 35th in the world, 19th in Europe. And Belgium looking to try and qualify for their first ever World Cup. For Finland, however, they've been to a couple. They were 21st in the Philippines in 2023. And you'd love to not just get back to the World Cup, but go further than they did last time, as we see the Tissot countdown to tip off here. If you haven't already, please do download the official FIBA World Cup Qualifiers app. Completely free of charge, available wherever you get hold of your apps. And it is the perfect companion as we go through not just today's game, but the entire qualification campaign leading up to the World Cup next year. Starting fives coming to the floor here in Espoo as we get ready for the opening tip-off. Crowd will play their part. Finnish crowd absolutely 100% behind their national team. I remember being over there in 2017 for hosting the Eurobasket. Unbelievable atmosphere. It's in Helsinki that time. Let's see how Espoo hold things up here. And we're underway. Game day 4 of the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. Finland up against Belgium. Lecomte hands it back. Early shot. That one's a little flat. And that will be a sign of how things are going to go. I have a feeling the battle for the boards could be quite instrumental. Belgium have struggled a little in their first qualifiers, first 3 qualifiers. Finland a little bit better on the boards. Still not great though. Good defensive stand by Salin. Enough to get Schwartz to just lose a little bit of focus. Stolen away though. Blindberg hands it ahead. Lecomte will come back out to him. Little interchange between those two. Smooth basketball here from Belgium, and it pays off. That was a bright possession from Belgium. They look connected and aligned. Salin for three. Oh, Sasu Salin, a smooth operator, gets Finland underway. Almost stolen away. Foul will be whistled off the ball. Blomgren whistled for a hold. First foul of the game on Blomgren. First foul of the game from anyone. Ball on the wing is good. Back-to-back triples from Belgium. That will settle some nerves for them. Shot the ball reasonably well in the qualifiers, a little under 32% from outside. That one whistled on De Droog. Just hedging, but he's a split second late to try and close the path away for Salin. Salin, quick release. Nice offensive rebound, though, pulled in by Gustafsson, and he throws it down with a big right hand. Bumped inside, strong move, right hand hook. That's good from Ridder. A very strong player. Fading away, that's good. That's kind of expected. These two teams trying to play with a little bit of pace. Lob down low, little pump fake. Draws the defense, won't get the and one. De Ridder will have to head to the line to earn his points. A little pump fake bringing Kamoa just in. He got lured in and drawn into that foul. Swensson's going to come into the game for Belgium as Schwartz comes out. Three-point play, no good, is it? It wasn't a made two, so it will be two shots at the free throw line. De Ridder back at the line for the second. Had 8 in the matchup between these two on Friday. Ball pass a little bit too far ahead. Finland will hold on to possession. Still 8 on the shot clock. Baseline drive. Gustafsson swings it all the way through to the weak side. The jumper's a little heavy though. Got it to Belgium. They look bright, they look confident early in this one. Nice pass inside. Good defensive stand. Salin takes a stand and Gustafsson is there to bat it away. Foul's going to be whistled, I think, on Langberg. First foul of the game for Bleidenberg. Three minutes gone. Belgium with a 2-point lead early here. Nice drive inside. Just keep going until the defense offers up. Mashuni with the score. Shot clock down to 7. Bleidenberg feeds low, stripped away. Gustafsson will pour down the floor into the corner. Salin's open. Tips over the front of the rim and away. That'll be Belgian ball on the baseline, though. When Finland explode out into transition, such a fluid action. Every player in the 5 knows what they need to deliver against, as we see Van der Hagen come in for Belgium. And the familiar face of Alexander Madsen coming in for Finland. Goes inside, knocked out of bounds by Gustafsson. I think there is going to be a coach's challenge on this. Gustafsson was very short, but it had come off, I think, the comp's foot. The officials will go and have a look at the replay monitor now. Very early use of the coach's challenge from Coach Tovi. Let's have a look. This is the replay they're looking at. Oh, yeah, it does look like it's bounced onto the left foot of Manu Lecomte. That one was a little bit hidden by the scoreboard on the replay. On-screen graphic. I think the officials have asked for it to be removed so they can see behind, but this is the replay they're watching. There's the dribble. There's the contact. It's knocked away. It's dribbled again. And it is kicked away. That's a good coach's challenge for Finland by the looks of it. Let's see what the officials think. They have overturned the on-court call. Successful coach's challenge by Coach Tovi. All tied up at 9 apiece. 4 minutes gone in the game. Pass down low from Salim. Not quite on track from Van der Hagen. Sorry, from Machumi. And another turnover for Belgium. Some mistakes starting to creep into the Belgian team now. Turnover of the game for Belgium. Drive inside. Not this time. Fade away, no good as well. On-ball pressure, shot clock running down. And it back out, long 2. Back in the iron and away. Rebound pulled in though by Lecomte. Halfway through the first quarter, nothing separating these two. Another 3-ball, this time it's good though. That's a way to introduce yourself to the game. 23-year-old Ladiga. Will be whistled though. That one on Bratanovic. Belgium up to 3 team fouls now in this quarter. The step through jumper is good. Shuni finds the bottom of the bucket with that one. Drive inside, passes a little wayward, controls possession. Couldn't get the shot away early though. There's the pass ahead. Gustafsson, no good. Offensive rebound pulled in though by Madsen. They'll go again. This time the three is short. Another scramble for the rebound. Foul whistle. That one on Van den End. Into the game comes Murinen for the first time. Baseline ball for Finland. Catch and shoot on the wing, Murinen. First attempt, no good. Plenty of the headlines over the summer. Mika Murinen. There will be another turnover for Belgium as Rodigan loses his footing. More changes, both sides. Gisse comes into the game for Belgium as Svensson comes out. Kantanen also in. Hamzel is in. Finland have run through 10 of their roster in this opening quarter. 11 for Belgium. Passed inside. Madsen now trying to find a way through. Hands it off. And the dominoes fall in the paint as both teams fight for the rebound. Foul's going to be whistled though on Kantanen for the foul. Breaking up the transition offense from Belgium as Gisse was looking to fly down the floor. First foul of the game for him. Both teams now in the penalty. Oh, in fact, sorry, Finland still with a foul to give. Gisse will come back out. Berger on the floor again as he takes more contact. A little hesitation, and it's the hands-on from Madsen that's going to be what's been called. Back into the game comes Kamoa. Madsen will head out. And Belgium will extend their lead. Up to 3 points. Just about 3 minutes left in this first quarter. Nice pass inside. Good defensive stand. And Belgium will regain possession. Isao Bolavi into the game. First taste of the action for him. 12 Belgian players with seconds on the board here in this opening quarter. Van den End uses the screen. Pass dumped inside. It's a tough pass. Always going to be difficult to hold on to. Hamzel hands it away. Another turnover though. Belgium looking good here in the second half of this first quarter. And as I say that, they spill possession and almost drop it out of bounds. It is deflected off the Finnish hand though, so Belgium will hold on to possession as Lecomte comes back in. Coach May rotating heavily here. Interesting to see how that plays out around maybe restricting rhythm or creating more fresh legs or fresher legs in the fourth quarter. Right-hand hook shot is good. Izalbolovi, first points of the game for him. In the low block, spin move, step through, almost blocked, but draws the foul instead. Mustafa Amzil heading to the line for two. Coming back in, one of Belgium's starters, Loic Schwartz, as Radiga comes out of the game. Amzil at the line. Played in two of the three previous qualifiers. Mustafa Amzil averaging almost 8 points and 5 boards a game. Comes up short on the second though. Belgium grabbed the rebound. Murin trying his hardest to strip it away, but unsuccessful. There's the hedge, quick ball movement away. Van der Hagen, no good. That one will just bounce its way out of bounds. Coming into the game is Jantunen. Remember, Belgium had a 13-point lead in the game on Friday in Charleroi. Wasn't enough as Finland fought their way back in and ended up coming away with a 5-point win. Almost a turnover it is. Good defensive stand yet again by Belgium. Kick to the wing. Little step in, little side step. And the three is good. Schwartz hits the triple. And Belgium now with a game-high 7-point lead. Under 90 seconds left in this first quarter. And already, Coach Tulvi has seen enough. He'll call a timeout. We'll head into the huddle. Hear what the coaches have to say.
Kiitos Fusion. Mennään sen jälkeen kääntöheitto. Alki sulle. Seurataan 6. Olli, lue se. Ja kuinka tehdään. Niin mitään lobea, jos ei ole pakko. Voit laittaa Sasun kauttakin sisään. Let's go.
An important early timeout for Finland. They trail by 7. A little under 90 seconds left in this first quarter. And when in doubt for Finland, that is the man that you would bring in. Sasu Salin brings experience and quality. Salin now down into the low block. Kamoa trying to find a way through. He'll have to put the three up as the shot clock's running down and he hits a big three. He's played in all three of the qualifiers up to this stage, only 14% from outside in those games. Not a shot that he particularly wants to be taking. Can hit them on occasion though. Baseline drive, nice help, Kamoa. Throwing himself into the weak side, Salin throwing himself into the hardwood, and Finland come away with possession. That's exactly what Coach Tulvi wanted coming out of that timeout. More intensity. 34.5 seconds to play in this first quarter. There's a mismatch if ever you saw one. Jantunen 2 meters and 4, Lecomte 180. That's why the foul had to be picked up by Lecomte. Jantunen is heading to the line. 85% in the opening 3 qualifiers from the free throw line. Continues in that good form. 15.7 rebounds against Belgium on Friday. Really did struggle to get him off the boards and isolate him effectively. I'm sure Coach May has been working with his team, looking at the game tape around Jantunen. 2-point ball game now, a quick 5-point swing coming out of the timeout for Finland. Lecomte, whip to the weak side. Lindberg hits a 3. Takes all of the noise out of the crowd here in Espoo. On the wing. And that will not drop for Kamoa. And that is the end of the first quarter here in Espoo. As expected, a relatively close quarter with 10 gone. It's Finland 17, Belgium 22. Here are the stats from that first quarter of action. Belgium hitting 5 threes. There's your reason for them leading the game right now. It is the perimeter that has given them their early advantage. Here are some of the top plays from that first quarter of action. And as we said, Belgium got off to a bright start, and much of that first quarter was all about how well they shot the ball from the outside. None more so than Schwartz, who had 3 from 3. Sasu Salin did what he could, as he always does. That was his triple in the first phases of this game. Finland trail by 7 with a little under a couple of minutes left in that first quarter. Got it back to within 5, coming out of that timeout huddle. It really was the perimeter show from Belgium that gave them such an impressive start to the game. And there he is, Schwartz, with one of his 3 triples of the first 10 minutes. One word of warning that I'm sure is ringing out for the Belgian team is you live by the 3, you die by the 3, and they know they're not going to win this game from the perimeter alone. If you do have your phones to hand, though, do scan the QR code on the screen to get the courtside 1891 app, or log in via the web to watch live streams and extended highlights of FIBA competitions. As it says, stream schedules and scores, plenty going on the courtside 1891 app. Second quarter action underway here in Espoo. Game day 4 of the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. Finland trail by 5 to Belgium at the end of the first quarter. Salin to the wing. Gustafsson hands it away to the weak side. Lundgren, not this time. Rebound pulled down by Schwartz. Double team into the low block. Jantunen takes over, takes the contact in the post. Good defensive play. Another strong move, though. The bigs having to work very hard. And Belgium finding some joy inside. The power of Derrida. Foul from behind by Derrida. Change for Finland. Into the game comes Makshuni. Salin, corner pocket 3. A little bit too much on that one from the 34-year-old. Antonin goes hard on the hedge, maybe too hard. The help side certainly bails Mikael Antonin out a little bit there as he chased out on the hedge. Gustafsson. Baseline drive, Salin. Deflected away though. Another turnover from Finland. They have struggled to look after the ball a little in the early phases. Fourth turnover of the game for them. Schwartz, a little bit of a heat check as he puts a shot up off balance. Inside, the Antonin blocked, a big block. Foul's going to be called. That one whistled on. I think it's Gustafsson. If that's my mistake, it's on Kamoa. He'll come out of the game on his second foul. Into the game comes Madsen. 2 minutes gone in this quarter. Belgium with their lead out to 7 again. Schwartz now can't receive the pass crisply. Conk for 3, long way out. 3 ball is in and out. Rebound pulled down by Schwartz. Berida making a nuisance of himself on the offensive glass. Goes up for the screen, doesn't take it. Conk will go inside. Kicked out, nice shot fake. 3 ball is good. String music for Belgium. And straight away, Coach Tulving will call his second and final timeout of the first half as he sees composure and calm play from Belgium. Bleinberg with that 3. And it's a double-digit lead for Belgium already. Let's head into the finish huddle. Well, a good start to the second quarter has hit Finland firmly on the back foot. They won't be overly concerned at this stage. They trailed by more against Belgium on Friday on the road and came back to the win. But they also know they can't be complacent against the team with the quality that Belgium has. Shot at the top is good. And that's the way to answer and react out of a timeout. Adam Matchuni with the score from the top. 7 points for him personal now. Kicked away though. So a reset to 14 for Belgium. Into the game will come Amzil. Salin comes out. More size on the floor now for Finland. The Comte rolls over the top of the iron, picked up by Makshuni. Ramsel. Back his way inside. Nice interior pass. Great backdoor cut along the baseline. Smart play by Antonen. Almost knocked away. 5-point ball game now. Lecomte backs out. Schwartz will scoop up the loose ball. Off balance, fading away. Derrida with the rebound though. And the three goes up and goes down. Another big triple from Blindberg. And every time Finland get a little bit of rhythm and momentum, a huge three from Belgium just takes the wind out of their sails. Nice crossover. Makshuni didn't go to the strong side, came back to the weak side, and the defense wasn't ready. Schwartz hands it away. Blindberg pulls up off the glass. Schwartz has taken a couple of awkward shots. Drive inside. Oh my goodness, I thought that was going to be a huge poster coming from Madsen. One thing on his mind when he was driving down the court. We'll see Botanovic come back into the game for Belgium. Derrida and Derug, sorry, will come out of the game. Botanovic and Dergen come in. Madsen heading to the line for two shots. 71% so far in the qualifiers, Alexander Madsen. Reasonable free throw shooter. And this is the first. Madsen, one of the instrumental pieces in Finland's performance against France, the win against France. 14 in that game. Converts with his second free throw this trip, brings it down to a 5-point ball game. Svensson hands it away. Blindberg inside. Botanovic doesn't quite get the angles right off the glass. Goes over the top of the iron and away. Foul's going to be whistled on Shuni. Timeout's been called this time by Coach May. His team's lead has been trimmed down to 5 with 4:40 left in his first half. Let's head into the Belgian huddle. Hear what the French coach has to say. As you would expect, no real panic in the Belgian huddle. They lead by 5 and have, to some level, controlled an awful lot of the action so far today. Passed all the way through. Along the baseline, Madsen will be called for the foul. Didn't have the foot speed to recover. Second foul of the game for Madsen. Bratanovic will be called. In fact, sorry, Amzil will be called for the foul, getting tangled up with Bratanovic. Physicality of Belgium, alongside their deadly three-point shooting, is the difference right now between these two teams. A long inbound pass, a hopeful inbound pass. Amzil will pull it away, clear the runway. A little right-hander. Softly does it from Mustafa Hamzil. Skip to the weak side, intercepted with ease. Three-point ball game now. Shuni hands it away, Amzil hands it away. Foul's going to be called. Even Jantonen in a heap on the floor. Collisioning a screen, an off-ball screen. Let's have a look. Yeah, Swenson running through the screen. Didn't even try to run around it. Into the game will come Van der Eend. Swenson will come out. Sideline ball for Finland. Three-ball Jantonen. That one hits glass and no more. Van der Eend. Into the wing. Shot's no good from Lederger. Oh, nice pass. Couldn't hit the three though. Jantonen, his jumper skips over the top of the ring after an interesting through the legs pass from Madsen. Stolen away by Amzil. Finland's defense is certainly picking up, as is Belgium's. Another steal, back the other way this time. We race towards the final 3 minutes of this first half. It's been a brisk first 20 minutes of basketball. Belgium haven't scored for over 3 minutes. That's what's got Finland back to within 3. Nice pass inside, nice handoff, good block from behind, but Bratanovic is just there to pick up the scraps and get the job done. Adler now hands it on. Mashuni. Well, that pass has got way too much on it. Jantonen was never going to get hold of it. Muronen and Gustafsson coming into the game for Finland. As we see Gise and Isabolovi head back in for Belgium. Wearing the protective mask. Konji Isabolovi. Down the end. Hands it away. Nice drive all the way through, open. A rare miss from outside from Lederger. Lederger has hit some big shots in this game. Fouls whistled as Blumgren looks to get to the basket. So that was for the hip check and the reach across. That was what the foul was for from Van der Eend. Schwartz back into the game for Belgium. Shots for Blumgren. Both teams in the penalty now with a little over 2 minutes left in this first half. Second is good. Back to a three-point ball game. Finland 6 from 8 from the free throw line. Belgium hardly been there in this first half. Vandernen will hit a little mid-range uncontested jumper all day long. Can't give him that space. Hamzel now brings it up and slows it down. Murinen hands it away. Gustafsson in and out. Scramble for the rebound. Madsen gets it in. Wide open now. Brundgren hits a big three. That's a big time to hit that shot. Back to a two-point ball game. Coach May will use his final time out of the first half with a little under 90 seconds left. His team's double-digit lead is all but gone. As with that May triple, it's Belgium 34, Finland 32. Always a sea of blue and white whenever there's a Finland game going on. Espoo no different. Hotbed of basketball in Finland have come out in numbers to support their team today. Finland will no doubt have been challenged by coach Torvi to regain the lead, take a lead into the halftime break. And you do feel whichever team does have a lead, even if it is just a single point, there's a bit of an advantage psychologically to that one. Schwartz with the three, another big shot. What a game Loic Schwartz is having. His fourth triple of the game, 12 points, 3 boards and a block for him in this first half. Blomgren finds a lane to attack. Oh, what a huge lob and finish with some thunder. Murinen. That is a beautiful play. That's got the crowd back in the game. Schwartz hands it through. 3 ball. No good. Oh, Murinen just went to the top floor to pull that rebound down. Scrambling to hold on to possession, though. Gustafsson will bring some composure. Out of 12-second difference between shot clock and first half clock. Gustafsson off the glass, no good. Scramble for the rebound, falls into the hands of Gise. He's going to go all the way. Oh, a thunderous block now. My goodness me, no wonder Murinen is a sought-after player, a human highlight reel. And that will be the end of the first half. And Finland, although trailing, will have some energy heading to the locker room. Wow, what an exciting first 20 minutes. At the half, it's Finland 34, Belgium 37. Here are some of the stats from that first half. Belgium continue to shoot the lights out. 47% from outside. 2/3 of their points coming from the perimeter. Finland getting it done closer to the bucket. A bit more up close and personal type of offense from Finland. But a hell of a game so far. Schwartz leading all scorers, 4 triples, 12 points. Makshuni, the leading scorer for Finland with 9. But it's a 3-point lead for Belgium at the half. And that is a boost for Coach May to have in that locker room. Well, here are some of the best plays from that second quarter of action. Belgium had a really bright start to the second quarter. In particular, Blindberg hitting some big three balls. That's one stepping in, and 8 triples in the first half from Belgium as a whole. That is a big performance. Finland did what they could, particularly from the outside. Makshuni steps in off the screen to hit that one. But Belgium showed a lot of composure, spaced the floor well, selfless basketball. And that is why they've held on to this 3-point lead. Credit though to Finland, it was a 10-point lead at one stage, and the finish certainly reacted out of a timeout very, very well. And were able to relocate their game plan, a lot of which was about the tenacity on the defensive end, as it often is with Finnish basketball. But Belgium, like clockwork, just kept on delivering. Remember, Finland entered this game with a 2-1 record, Belgium 0-3. Belgium really, their chances of qualification for the World Cup hanging by a thread right now. A win would be huge. Almost as big as that dunk by Nuurinen. At the half, though, it is Finland 34, Belgium 37. Second half action coming up shortly.
Let's get this body size. Oh my goodness sakes, that's a throwdown. Goes in for the dunk. Good night. Too big, too strong, and just too good.
Bogdanovic, who goes in and scores. Ah!
This is what it's all about.
It's all one big basketball family, folks. He is a magician. Winning time. Both teams over the limit. You have got to be kidding me!
So another player based in northern Portugal, in Porto, Russell! Oh my, look at that for a three-pointer. We talk about the dangerous shooters from outside for Romania.
He passes back outside, the three-pointer from Janovic! And it's a three-point game right at the end of the quarter. Wow!
Again, throws it up, already makes it. That is unbelievable from Yamada. And it'll be a chance for a 4-point play. How good was this?
4.5 minutes it took him to get that first bucket. Oh, and the rejection! For Turkey, Cedi Osman, tough take and foul. Goodness me. And that's why he played in the league.
Take inside, throw it down, big man. Lazic saw an open hole and took it.
Francisco gets it, decides to shoot it. Oh! Are you kidding me? Silva Francisco with the dagger!
Well, get it rejected. To Bellis, said not in your house. And oh my goodness, both ends of the floor. His name is Azuolas Tubelis. What a play. Atsi Prashao, excuse me.
The score is wrong on the board. It's an 82-81. Lloyd steps back for the game. Oh, Jordan Lloyd for the win. Silence in the arena. Jordan Lloyd has broken the hearts of this Latvian crowd. Steps back, releases. It's clearly good. Jordan Lloyd has a 37-point game, but the last three are the most important three.
Got to get it inbound. Fredriksson goes behind the back, goes up for it. Ah, baby! Good night, Iceland! Elva, MVP Fredriksson has done it. Down 21, but together, collectively, they found a way, and they came back and won it. Are you kidding me?
Papa Nicolau says, give it to me. I'll go attacks to close out. Beat Bruno inside.
Fills it up. It's all right.
Welcome back to Espoo. Here we are looking at Belgium's leading scorer in that first half. Loic Schwartz, what a first 20 minutes of basketball for him. Under 12 minutes of action on the floor. 4 from 5 from outside for his 12 points. Has 3 rebounds and a block as well. That is one of the X factors for Belgium right now. One of the reasons why they have this 3-point lead. Other end of the floor looking at Finland, their leading scorer, Edon Matsuni. 9 points, 1 triple within that. And more than the points, he certainly has been one of the leaders on this team, controlling the tempo and the pace of the game. He's 4 from 6 from the field in total. He's stepped up in some big moments in the game to re-energize his team, push them forward and get them back into the game. Finland trailed by 10. They only trail by 3 now at the half. Remember, these two met just 2 days ago. Finland coming back into the game to win that in the final quarter. Belgium will be wary of that. There's no two ways about it. They'll know what Finland are capable of. They'll know how their game fell apart a little bit in that matchup in Charleroi. And they'll be trying not to replicate that. The only concern I would have right now is how reliant on the 3 ball this Belgian team are. Schwartz has 4 from 5, and as a team they hit 8 threes in that first half. If that does dry up, how problematic could that be? Because that was one of their problems in game day 1. They're up by 10 with 7 minutes to play. And a 15-point swing in 7 minutes saw Finland come away with the 5-point win. And it was partly that Belgium's offense just dried up. He'd been delivering pretty well for 33 minutes, and then all of a sudden Finland found another gear on both ends of the floor, and Belgium just didn't really have an answer to that. Finland will have that confidence as well, knowing what they did and how they delivered. They'll know a small deficit is nothing to worry about, but they're more than capable of coming back into this game. That said, Finland won't be happy that they're down by 3 on their home floor. It is a super competitive group that they find themselves in here. Hungary, France, Belgium and Finland. Hungary, France and Finland all have 2 wins, 1 loss record, as we see Coach Tovi there. Belgium have an 0-3 record right now in this group. And actually, to be fair to Belgium, you'd usually see an 0-3 record and you'd be like, wow, they are out of their depth or they're struggling. They haven't really been beaten by a huge amount, Belgium. They went down by 16 to France on the road on their opening game, but they lost by 2 to Hungary. And by 5 to Finland. Both of those games on their home floor. That will be a problematic situation for them, but they've been in all of these games. They haven't been overawed. They haven't been dominated in games. Just haven't been able to close out those close games to wins. Finland, on the other hand, at the other end of the floor, lost by 7 to Hungary, beat France by 7, and then obviously, as I said on Friday, beat Belgium by 5. And the Wolfpack is ready courtside. Interesting to see if the coaches have made alterations technically or tactically, and how they're going to approach this game from some of the lessons that are taken from that first half. And whether we'll continue to see that perimeter game heavily leaned on by Belgium. Finland playing with pace and aggression to the basket, and whether we'll see some changes. Oh, we have a Mika Murinen fan there. I don't think he's one on his own. Since the summer, he has picked up an awful lot of admirers and an awful lot of plaudits. Just 19 years of age, but plays with such energy. It's almost a Larry Markkanen vibe about him. Imagine those two on the same team, on the same floor at the World Cup next year. It's an exciting prospect. However, Finland still have an awful lot to do before we get to that stage. This is game 4 of what potentially will be a 12-game qualification process. Okay, both fives coming back to the floor, ready to get us back underway. If you have your phones to hand, scan the QR code on the screen, download the official World Cup Qualifiers app. There is so much on that app. Absolutely something you should have with you while watching the game, including the real-time stats as we progress. Second half action underway here in Espoo. Game day 4 of the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. Finland 34, Belgium 37 is our scoreline here at the half. Nice pass down low and a nice easy finish for De Ridder to get Belgium started here in the second half. Salin. Hands it away. Glenn back out now. Kamoa comes up short. Derrida with an uncontested rebound. Pass ahead to Schwartz. All the way through. Comte pulls up short. Mid-range jumper is good. Belgium with a very strong start, and in the blink of an eye, the lead is back out to 7. Almost dribbled off his own foot out of bounds, but Blomgren just about holds on to it. Now he'll attack the basket. Gustafsson fades away, gets a shot away, but comes up short. Belgium's defense watertight so far in this third quarter. Salin called for the foul. Comte inside, won't get the and one, but will earn a trip to the free throw line. Finland's refocus and reset at the half has already been completely thrown out the window by Belgium. Their performance so far in this third quarter has silenced the crowd and continues to keep Finland off their stride. First is good for Comte. And Lecomte gets it to go. Into the game returns Makshuni. Salad. Hands it back out, Jantunen. Finland trying to find something here now. Makshuni. Good defensive response by Lecomte. Big rebound pulled down though by Blindberg. Schwartz for three. Not this time. A rare miss from Loic Schwartz. Salad, baseline drive, all the way through, almost deflected. Makshuni comes up short. Salad. They'll take their time. Finland have got a new shot clock to work with. Gustafsson. Kamoa. Shot clock at 3. He's going to have to put it up. And he hits a 3. Second triple of the game for Oliver Kamoa. Six-point ball game. Salin in the passing lane, intercepts. 2-on-1 break. Kamoa will draw the foul. I think from Derrida. Good sportsmanship from Derrida. Just heads straight over to help his opponent back to his feet. Coming into the game will be Lediga. Yeah, steps across. There's the contact. Easy call for the officials. And Kamoa will head to the line for 2 shots. He's 0 for most so far this evening. First trip of the night. And the first is good. And the second. Will that ignite Finland now into action? They're back to within 4 again. 3 minutes gone in this third quarter. LeConte. LeConte pulls up at the free throw line, hits another big jumper. Manu LeConte, what a game he is having. Controls so much of this game. 4 assists, 3 boards. 6 points now. He's so important to what Belgium do. Doesn't always register on the box score. The influence that a player the quality of LeConte has. Saleh will draw the foul off him there, though. Murinen will come back into the game for Finland. Shuni hands it to Gustafsson. Nice drive inside. Tough play. Oh, and the follow. A two-handed putback. Offered up by Kamoa. Kamoa now up to double digits. First Finnish player to do so. LeConte hands it to the corner. 3 ball. Over the rim and away. Murinen will knock it out of bounds. No, he won't, in fact. It is off a Belgian hand, so it will be Finnish ball. Couple of changes here for Belgium. Van der Hagen comes into the game, as does Gise. Gustafsson. Jantunen, not this time. And a Finnish player on the floor holding his face. Gustafsson will pick up the ball. And he'll go all the way, but it's blocked. Another follow, though. Jantunen will get the score. Murinen looks like he's okay. And it's a 2-point ball game. This one is a real seesaw of a matchup between these two. Baseline drive. Foul's going to be called on Murinen. That was how Murinen got knocked to the floor. Off the ball, didn't see much in it. Into the game returns Svensson for Belgium, as well as Butanovic. Step back, Svensson comes up short. Madsen with the rebound for Finland. Murinen for 3 on the wing. Oh, in and out. That one would have given Finland the lead. Foul's going to be whistled on Gustafsson. Just breaking up the transition break. Gise off target. Butanovic too strong, too powerful. Gets a rebound and puts it back with ease. Second bucket of the game for him. Madsen now goes inside and one. And it was that little cross back to the other side. Didn't switch to his left hand, stayed on the right hand, but just switching back across the front of Butanovic. Here you go. There you go. Just stepping onto the other shoulder of Butanovic, putting him on the back foot. That's how he created that separation and forced Butanovic into And a foul. Second foul of the game for Bratanovic. Madsen now at the line. 1 from 2 so far this evening. Won't convert the three-point play. Yes, he will. It just sneaks over the front of the rim. A 1-point ball game now here in Espoo. Crowd is certainly starting to lift a little bit more. Swenson steps back out but hands it away. Dumped down low. Bratanovic had the mismatch, but Gustafsson was smart. Murinen for three. No. Back of the iron, spits it away. Drive down the middle. Won't get the score. Aggressive play by Gizet. He'll go to the free throw line. Yeah, easy call for the officials. Gustafsson just getting caught in there a little. Back into the game comes Blindberg as well as Van den End. For Finland, we'll see Seppala get his first minutes of the game. Gizet, the 24-year-old, at the line. No good with his first. Plenty of young players in this Belgian roster. Gizet part of Belgium's Eurobasket roster last summer. Didn't play a huge amount of minutes, but will have definitely benefited from that experience. Blindberg for three, way downtown. Maybe a little hasty with that decision. Shuni inside, nice pass to Madsen. Good block by Bratanovic though. Recovered well to provide that support. Van den End trying to shake up Amzil. Kicks it through. Another three ball from Belgium, and they're certainly cooling off here from outside in the second half. Seppala inside the Antonen. Weak side help is good. Forces Finland to go again at the top. Seppala inside, blocked. Madsen follows it. That tip's not enough. Still a 1-point ball game. Finland trying to get their first lead of the game here. Trying to get it over the line to get themselves that lead. Van den End, a nice little handle with a step back, but the three ball's too heavy. Foul's going to be whistled, I think, on Gizet. Still a 1-point ball game. Under 2 minutes left in this third quarter. Shuni hands it back to Seppala. Pulls up in the slot for three, and Finland have their first lead of the game. Shuni with another big play. 15 points now for him. 12 points now for him, as well as 3 boards. Crowd are lifting this team even more now. And a turnover, bounces off the foot of De Ridder. Oh, clear the runway. Kamoa goes to the top floor. And a 4-point lead for Finland as Belgium start to creak under the pressure. This was only going to end one way, and that was with an attack on the rim. Throws it down, the crowd on their feet. A nice little flex as well from Kamoa. And Finland now in the ascendancy. Timeout by Belgium. Well, Finland, reminiscent of Friday's game, didn't have the best of first halves, came to life in the third, and that's exactly what's happened again here. Belgium now looking to find a way to re-establish themselves. Leconte, not this time. And every single possession, every loose ball seems to be falling the way of the Wolfpack right now. Three ball no good. Rebound battle. Foul's going to be called, I think, on Derrida, who just caught a little out of place on his box out. First is good for Kamoa. And the second. Back into the game will come Isa Bodovi. Derrida heads to the bench, and you can see contemplation on his face. And Belgium are almost 4 minutes without a bucket right now, as Finland, with a crowd lifting them, are absolutely starting to control this game, and that brings it to an end. That is a bright shot and a big moment. Degru hits a three, quietens the crowd, brings it back to a one-possession ball game. Kamoa all the way through, and a big jumper from the 25-year-old Jantunen. Final seconds of this third quarter. Foul will be whistled on Makshuni. He's not happy with the call as he was trying to get over the screen. It's only his second personal foul. I think probably what he's more frustrated with is Leconte will be heading to the free throw line. To the game returns Ledigan. Leconte heads to the line. He's 2 from 2 so far this evening. A quieter game than he did on Friday. He had 20.6 assists against Finland on Friday, and you kind of think that maybe that is what Coach Tulvi was working on. How do you lock out some of those key players? Van den Ende and Leconte combined for 35 points. I think the officials are just going to go to a review on this. Let's have a look at the game tape that they want to pull apart and have a look at. Hopefully we'll get to have a look at that tape as well. What they're looking at right now. So maybe if there's an upgrade to an unsportsmanlike or anything along those lines, and it would be a big call at this stage of the game. A few seconds left in the third quarter. It's such a close game and such an important game. Are they even looking at the arm being hooked there and being thrown to the ground? I don't know. Be interesting to see what they come back out with, though. So it is Lecomte at the line. No further action being taken. The first is good. He is a very good free throw shooter. One of the leading scorers for Belgium in Eurobasket last summer. Belgium finishing 18th in that tournament. Lecomte having 14, well, over 14 points and 3 assists a game. Almost stolen away. It's knocked out of bounds. It will remain Finland's ball, though. Under 4 seconds left in this quarter. Seppala inbounds it to Makshuni. Second left, Kamoa. No, wave it away. What a tantalizing fourth quarter lays ahead of us as this one's in the balance. 3 quarters in the book. It's Finland 56, Belgium 52. Okay, here are the stats from the 3 quarters so far. Belgium absolutely a heat check in that third quarter, only hit 1 3. And that is why right now Finland have been able to steady the ship and come away with a 4-point lead. Let's have a look at some of the highlight plays from that third quarter, though. A third quarter dominated really by Finland for the most part. Kamoa hitting another 3. It's a 22-13 scoreline in favour of Finland in that quarter. They haven't led the game, well, at all. They've been in the lead for 1 minute and 42 seconds. Belgium have been in the lead for over 25 minutes. That tells you the swing again, and it's very, very similar. If you look at the score tracker, if you have headed to the FIBA World Cup Qualifiers website, or if you're on the app, have a look at the score tracker and compare that graph, today's and Friday's, and they almost work perfectly on top of one another. It has been a game that has played out very, very similar. As we see a young member of the Wolfpack courtside, enjoying their game, struggling to get into their pop, but enjoying their game. If you have your phones to hand and you enjoy your basketball, please do scan the QR code, get the Courtside 1891 app. If you can't do that, log in via the web, watch live streams and extended highlights of FIBA competitions. Courtside 1891, stream schedules and scores and so much more going on. It is definitely something that you should have on your phone. I'm almost certain the Finnish mascot will have it on their phone. I don't know if they have some kind of jumbo phone, or surely they have to with the old thumbs. They're surely too big for a normal phone. Either way, we are back in the action here in Espoo. 10 minutes left, game day 4. Finland right now lead by 4 over Belgium. Finland looking to move on to a 3-1 record. Belgium looking to avoid dropping to 0-4. Nice drive inside, good ball movement. Kamoa won't take the 3 this time. Intricate play. They won't get the points that maybe the level of play deserves. Instead, Belgium will come back the other way. Lecomte, Shorts, Blindberg, Derrida and De Groot. The 5 to start the final quarter for Belgium. Lecomte now slows it down. Derrida trying to muscle his way inside. There he is. Old school left-hand hook lets him down this time, and it will be Finland's ball. Derrida frustrated right now. Makshuni hands it to Salim. Makshuni waits for the screen from Kamoa. Hands it to him. Good weak side rotation. Jantanen. High rebound. Blindberg goes skyward to pull that one down for Belgium. Whip to the weak side. Lecomte. A little shovel pass out of the side of his hand to Schwartz. No space though. Shot clock at 7. Blindberg way downtown, but he hits a big 3. That's a worrying sign for Finland. Their lead is down to just a single point now. Blindberg up to 12 points personal. All of them coming from outside. Kamoa will draw the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line. Bedrew called for the foul. There is the contact. Kamoa now heading to the line. He's 4 from 4 so far this evening. Bedrug with his 3rd foul of the game. Continues the perfect streak. He was part of the World Cup roster for Finland in 2023. Kamoa averaged 8 points and almost 4 rebounds a game in that tournament. I'm sure he'd love to get back to another World Cup with his national team. Lecomte, though, trying to stop it at all costs. It's back to a 1-point ball game again, as Manu Lecomte seems to be picking things up, and a turnover. Now it's the time of Belgium to be in the ascendancy. They seem to have settled their nerves a little bit. They're starting to pick their play up again and re-establish control of the style of game. Lecomte, screen down provided for Blindberg. Derrida will get it. Foul is whistled on Salin. Salin saying he passed it away. Let's have a look at the replay. There's the pick and roll. Derrida goes inside. It looked like Derrida was trying to pass it away. Official saying, yeah, they have come to that conclusion now, so it'll be baseline ball for Belgium. Derrida now. Oh, quick spin baseline. No good. Foul whistled again. Derrida having a field day at the moment. Gustafsson called for that one. 3rd foul of the game for Gustafsson. Really not enjoying it. The Belgian fans courtside not enjoying it either. Shakes his head. We'll get the second to go. We'll tie the game up here. Just about 7.5 minutes to play. Amzil comes back into the action for Finland. Salin heads out. Kamoa back to Seppala. Seppala waits for the screen from Madsen. Down low, bullet pass, handed away. Amzil now inside. Great play, and a smart play really by Amzil. Could have taken an early teardrop type of shot, but felt the higher percentage was under control. A power dribble to the basket, and that certainly paid off. Derrida hands it to Schwartz. Schwartz can't hold on to it though. Kamoa inside for 2. Athletic play by Oliver Kamoa. Finnish crowd back into it as their team are up by 4. Blindberg to the wing. Lecomte, tough play, not this time. Defense stands strong, bodies everywhere. Everyone's okay and back on their feet though. Seppala hands it away. Patient build up now by Finland. Not looking to rush anything. Seppälä down low, Kamoa, and a timeout's going to be called as Finland carving Belgium's defense apart with ease. A little over 6 minutes to play. Finland's lead is back up to 6. Nice pass by Seppälä. Timing and the angle of the pass kept it high. No chance of the ball being stripped away. And Finland are walking towards another win. Let's head into the Belgian huddle. And a huge 6 minutes of basketball for Belgium and their hopes of making it to the 2027 FIBA World Cup in Qatar. A loss tonight would move them to 0-4. The unthinkable, really. I think Belgium are trying the special play of having 6 players on the court at the same time. Officials call that one out. Now ready to go again. 6-point lead for Finland. Could see them finish this qualification window top of the group, depending on the result between France and Hungary. Schwartz for 3. Foul has been called. Seppälä going underneath Schwartz. Loic Schwartz will head to the line for 3 free throws. Big free throws now, could tie the game up. Oh, in fact, he hit the jumper, my mistake. I do apologize, and it's a 2-point ball game. 16 points for Schwartz. Unbelievably, his first trip to the free throw line tonight. That said, he has spent an awful lot of the time picking Finland apart from the perimeter. 5.5 minutes to play. Into the corner, Amzil. Little jab step to create separation. Jumper is short though. Foul will be called, I think, on Gustafsson. It is. Just reaching in on the arm. Let's have a look at the replay. Yeah, caught the arm on the way down. Now a chance for Belgium to tie or even take the lead here. Pressure starting to ramp up. Lecomte off the glass. Ice cold. Such a calm player. Reads the game, knows when his team needs them to take him on his shoulders. And that's what he's done there. Coach Kuvi will call a timeout now for Finland. We're all tied up. 5 minutes and 15 seconds to play here in Espoo. Let's head straight into the huddle and hear what the Finnish coach has to say. In fact, my mistake. No mics allowed in the huddles in the final quarter. So we'll just have to look at some of the unbelievable stats instead that we see. Kamoa leads all scores right now with 20 points. Madsen leading them with rebounds as well as assists, but Coach Kuvi will be leaning on his leaders in this team. Composure is the key. They don't have to radically change anything they've been doing. It is more just about reading the game. What is the game giving them? What does it need from them in these moments? And that's where that veteran experience will come in, and from Finland's perspective, hopefully deliver them their 3rd win of the qualifiers. For Belgium, You feel they have to just bring energy right now. That's what's going to drive them to the win. They became a little bit lackadaisical in the final 7 minutes of the game on Friday, and Finland made them pay the big price of a loss. Belgium just need to deliver energy and aggression for the next 5 minutes of basketball. Maksuni pulls the trigger on a long two. That's in and out. Madsen. And one. Alexander Madsen. And that's what I was talking about, that veteran leadership. The 31-year-old knows at that moment crashing the glass is worth more than his life is worth right now. He got in there, just worked hard, gets the rebound, and goes strong. De Droog picks up his 4th foul. Madsen at the line for the three-point play. And converts. A 3-point lead for Finland. Lecomte. Finland playing Belgium playing 5 out, looking to space the floor. Schwartz finds a way inside, tough play, no good. Rebound pulled down by Antonin. Foul will be whistled. That one on Ladiga. Just jumping over the arm of Maksuni. Second foul of the game for him. We'll see a change as Derrida comes back in. Out of the action heads De Droog with his 4 fouls. 4 minutes and 25 seconds to play. Jantonen hands it to Madsen. Gustafsson all the way through. Maksuni loses the handle. Oh, nice pass inside. Gustafsson with the score. Wonderful recovery from Maksuni. Lost the handle, regained his composure, and finds a bullet pass. Lecomte comes back out. Schwartz to Derrida. Right hand hook, no good. Amsel with the rebound. Finland step by step are heading towards a win. Maksuni won't take the 3. Yes, he will. That's short. Madsen, another huge offensive rebound. Antonin is going to back his way in against Lecomte, and Lecomte will say, I'll take that foul early. Belgium now in the penalty. That's their 4th foul of the quarter, so it will only be a sideline for Finland. Both teams now in the penalty. Yeah, Lecomte certainly didn't want to be taken down into the low post by Antonin. Eight on the shot clock. Gustafsson crosses over, looks to attack baseline, spin move, good hands by Lecomte. He's going to have to get it away. He does, no good. Ripped down rebound by Blindberg. 3 minutes left on the game clock. Down low, Derrida. It will remain Belgian ball. Back into the game comes Leander De Droog as Van der Hagen comes to the bench. Also see Kamoa back in as Amsel takes a seat. Schwartz hands it back to Lecomte. Lecomte for 3, was given space. Almost made them pay. High rebound falls kindly to Jantonen. Oh, nice. Oh, he's missed the layup, though. They'll get the rebound. Madsen did everything right. And then a millimeter wrong on the finish cost him the bucket. Makshuni all the way through. And that will be Belgium. Paula Madsen reliving that moment as he does an air finger roll in the middle of the court on his way back up the floor. Finland's lead instead will stay at 5. All smiles and relaxed on the Finnish bench. Lecomte. Back to the top, Schwartz, quick release and hits it. Oh my goodness, that's taken the noise out of the arena. Schwartz up to 19 points. Belgium back to within 2. And there's under 2 minutes to play now. Kamoa drives, hands it to the cut. Gustafsson will lose possession. Belgium now with a chance, but it's stolen back. Jantunen dives out into the passing lane. That is a great read by Mikael Jantunen. Kamoa and 1. Too strong, too skillful. Oliver Kamoa heading to the line for a 3-point play. Lecomte left in a matchup he did not want. None of his teammates helping over. Really leaving him high and dry. And the bonus is good. A 5-point lead for Finland. 93 seconds to play. Kamoa with a huge tally here this evening. 23 points and 3 boards. Schwartz now being guarded closely. Blindberg to De Ridder on the roll. Misses the layup. De Ridder's had a tough night. Final minute. Can Finland ride out the final stages of the Belgian storm? Gustafsson and 1. What a play. Andre Gustafsson. You saw it in his eyes. Just going to go strong. That's a lot of body contact from De Ridder. Stays with it. Delivers a big bucket. Timeout's being called here by Belgium. They trail by 7. 54.2 seconds to play. A mountain for the Belgian team to climb now. They do have to regain some composure. Their game is still absolutely in the balance. It's a 3-possession ball game, even if Gustafsson hits his bonus. And they have enough shooting quality in their roster to overturn this kind of margin in under a minute. The likes of Schwartz and Blindberg and Lecomte. And Lecomte is absolutely, you can see he's up for that challenge. Schwartz has been lights out from outside tonight. Blindberg has done a good job as well. But they have to mentally get themselves in a position where they can deliver against that. It would easily to fold right now if you're Belgium and just accept the 0-4 they could be at the end of the second qualification window. Gustafsson heads to the line. First trip of the night for the 26-year-old. Interestingly, plies his trade this season in Belgium, playing for Oostend within the BCL. And he gets the bonus, an 8-point lead. Lecomte now. Oh, nice little head fake, drives inside, will get the quick 2. No rush for Finland to get the ball back in. Their lead is at 6, full court press as you would expect from Belgium. Jantunen Picks it up. Oh my goodness, no, he's going to spill possession. He's going to get tied up. And Finland not delivering a basic press break offense to get themselves out of trouble. Everyone just ran away and left the Anton and the big man try and get the ball up the floor almost on his own. It will be Belgium ball now, and this is the kind of play they needed. A two-possession ball game. LeConte hands it, Blindberg hits a three. Now it's interesting. Now we've got a ball game. A 3-point lead for Finland. 39 seconds to play. A 5-point swing in about 6 seconds of basketball. That is why you've got to love this. That is why these qualifiers just keep you wanting more. Timeout call by Finland now, as they will have possession on their own baseline. Cool, calm response from Coach Turvi. That's what it needs right now. It doesn't need ranting and raving. They just need to get the ball up over the half. 39 seconds. You need to work on offense to create a look. I don't believe that 75 will be enough to win them this game. I think that Finland will need to get another bucket at least in this game. I think if they can get themselves to 77, 78, that might be enough. Even then it might not be. This Belgian team have shot the lights out for big phases of this game. What a huge play by Vrens Blindberg, falling out of bounds almost from the corner. That one's going on your personal highlight reel. Baseline ball for Finland now. Madsen to inbound. Full court press again from Belgium. Ball inbounded. McShooney now has to get it up over the half in time. Just gets it up over the half in time. Harassed by LeConte. Foul called. That will send McShooney to the line for 2 shots. Edge of your seat basketball here in Espoo this evening. What other way would you want to be spending your Sunday? Oh, and that's a 5th foul of the game for LeConte as well. That's tough to see for Belgium. Absolutely, their on-court general fouls out. 28.6 seconds to play. McShooney at the line. Wants to hit both. Gets the first to go. Back at the line for the second. And gets them both. That is composure personified here. Another timeout's going to be called, I think. 28.6 seconds to play. In fact, not a timeout, just a shirt tuck is what we're asking the players for. 5-point lead for Finland, 28.6 to play. Belgium now inbound the ball. Loic Schwartz, ball in hand, hot hand this evening, pulls an early trigger. Misses it, Amzil will knock it out of bounds. They've already used their coach's challenge. They used it in the first quarter. I think the officials are going to go themselves to review it. There is no coach's challenge left for Coach Turvi. But we're in the final stages of the game, so the officials can go and have a look at that one. And because it means an awful lot, they are going to go and look at it. Mustafa Amzil was very, very sure as well in his reaction. There's the replay. What do you think at home? How are you calling this one if you're an official? I have a feeling if you're Finnish, you're calling it one way, and if you're Belgian, you're calling it another. But the neutrals out there, let's have a look. It will remain Belgian ball. It was off Mustafa Amzil's hand. 20.1 seconds to play. Belgian ball on the Finnish baseline. And Finland leading by 5. These are kind of those scenarios that coaches throw at you on the training court. Down by 5, 20 seconds to play. How are you getting out of this one? Well, let's see if Belgium can deliver. Schwartz won't take the 3, needs to take a shot though. Bleinberg, step back, little fake, resets himself. Oh, and he hits the 3. My goodness me, he took long enough to do it. He took his time. Jens Bleinberg has just hit a dagger 3. And it's a 2-point ball game now. Oh my goodness, Madsen faked out of his shoes. Bleinberg takes his time, sets his feet, and unleashes a heartbreaker. Fouls called. Finland will walk the length of the floor. There's the foul by Ledigan. Stepping up will be, I think, Jantonen. .8 seconds. Needs to hit both of these. 1 still means it's a 1-possession ball game. We could be headed to overtime. Finland or Belgium could win this game, even though there's less than 10 seconds to play. He misses the first. A collective groan in the arena from the Wolfpack, the Finnish fans. Hits the second, 9.8 seconds. Amzil comes in. Who's coming away with the win? Finland have the advantage, but Belgium with a hot hand right now. Schwartz, 5 seconds. Bleinberg for 3. High rebound. Kamoa, and it will be Finland who take the win. Oh my goodness, what a game we've had here in Espoo. Drama to the final second of the game. But it will be Finland who take the win. Our final score is Finland 78, Belgium 75. Wow, what a game. Well, the Finnish crowd will go away, all smiles, as their team move to a 3-1 record. Belgium have a heartbreaking situation. They've been competitive in all of their qualifiers pretty much, but they now drop to an 0-4, and that face sums it up. Belgium's chances of World Cup qualification have just become an awful lot slimmer after that result. Their chances of progression to the second round have become very difficult indeed. As for Finland, they could be finishing this qualification window top of the table. Depending on how the game between France and Hungary goes, it could be Finland top of the table with a 3-1 record. The players appreciate the crowd that they've had here. A small collection of Belgian fans have come all this way. 99% of the fans are in the blue and white of Finland and have helped them on their way to the win. No two ways about that here in Espoo today. What a game it really was. Belgium once again dominated the first half, held a double-digit lead at one stage. Then Finland came to life in that third quarter. They really did ignite, getting their first lead of the game, and to a certain degree never looking back from there. They just about managed to hold Belgium at arm's length for the remainder of the game. Here are some of the stats from today's game. Belgium shot the ball well from outside early in the game and right at the death. 14 from 34 for them. But Finland, they just had composure. It wasn't necessarily about the stats that you're seeing. It was about that mental composure that they held their nerves. Kamoa leads all scorers with 23 for Finland. And Schwartz is the leading scorer for Belgium with 19. As we see the Finnish players showing their appreciation to the Wolfpack courtside. Another big night of basketball in Espoo has ended with a Finnish win. Well, here are some of the highlight plays from that fourth quarter of action. It really was a real strong final 10 minutes, real drama 10 minutes as well. That final quarter ended with Belgium winning it by just a single point. 23-22 in the final quarter, but it wasn't enough. The hard work that Finland had put in that third quarter kept them out of touch of Belgium in the end. And as I say, Finland now are looking strong, are looking good here in this group. They'll head into the final qualification window. They'll play Hungary on Friday the 3rd of July and France on the road on Monday the 6th of July. As for Belgium, they too will face France and Hungary. It will be France at home on Friday the 3rd of July, Hungary away on the Monday the 6th. And one thing Belgium know, if they're not eliminated by the end of today's games, they have to win both games. That's where they'll be sitting, I imagine, pretty much. 2 do-or-die games now coming up in July for them. As for Finland, their 2 games, they might know they don't have to win them to qualify necessarily to the second round, but they'll also know that every result from this first round carries forward to the second round, so wins are precious. Doesn't matter just getting through. Here are the standings right now. As you see, France and Hungary tip off later today. So as it stands, Finland top of the table, France and Hungary second and third respectively, and Belgium in a tough spot right now, bottom of the table, and 0 wins from 4 games here in these qualifiers. It has been a heartbreaking night once again for Belgian basketball and their fans. They put so much into this game. They were not a long way away from picking up a very important win, but it is Finland who will come away with the win here today. A battle from the start to the finish. Belgium worked so hard, had so much strength in the first half, but Finland showed composure, grit and determination. The win goes Finland's way. Final score, Finland 78, Belgium 75.